Hi, health teachers. My name is Jen Mead, and I'd like to share with you how you can use research to power up a project in your health classes. If you've ever asked your students this question, you probably know that more often than not, they choose B. Our students believe that most teens make unhealthy choices about drugs and alcohol. But the reality is, that's just not true. According to the Youth Risk Behavior Survey, most teens make pretty good choices when it comes to drugs and alcohol. So why is it they get it wrong? Students often have normative beliefs that inflate the amount of alcohol and drugs they think their peers use. A normative belief is a belief about what a social norm is. A social norm is the real behavior of the group. So what are the norms related to teen drug use? We can look at our youth risk behavior data to answer this question. I like to show students the most recent data from the YRBS and then ask them to flip it on its head. In this slide, you see that the percentage of high school students who have ever used illicit drugs is 14.8%. This includes the use of cocaine, inhalants, heroin, methamphetamines, ecstasy, or hallucinogens. But when we flip that statistic, we realize that 85% of our high school students are not using drugs and never have. At this point, our students might question the results from that survey, and I always like to acknowledge that survey data is not perfect, but it's the best way we can see health behavior. Students might also be asking, why does any of this matter? Well, it matters because research shows us that if we correct their incorrect beliefs, we can successfully decrease the number of students who use drugs and alcohol. We can tell our students that they can change their community by changing what their peers think. And this is where we power up a project on research. So this approach of changing normative beliefs is known as the social norms approach. This project asks students to attempt to correct false beliefs by creating a message that identifies an actual accurate stat about teens' use of a particular drug. I asked them to highlight their personal reason for not using that drug and to include a couple of facts that would discourage a teen from using. They have to try and successfully get the attention of teens and create something that we could actually use in our school community. They might create a printable, a message for social media, an announcement, a video, anything that meets those requirements. And then we actually put the project to use. So we hang up those printables in the hallways, the bathrooms, the locker rooms. We post those messages on students and the school's social media accounts, and we air those announcements and videos for our school. Through this project, students can demonstrate their ability to access valid sources of health information, their understanding of how normative beliefs and norms affect or may influence our health behavior, and advocate for the health of their community. It's a win-win-win. Students demonstrate skills learned in health class. Students successfully advocate for healthy behaviors in the school. And these things are an excellent representation of the worth and value of your health education program. I hope that you use research to power up your projects in health class.